Boogie. We are back
What?
for another dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate Adrian. I'm your boy Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
Throw some bombs in there too,
This
just
guy.
because
This
we
guy.
haven't been here in like 2 weeks. Shout out to the No Sleep crew. We appreciate y'all for checking in. Like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. But Boogie,
Yes.
we are back.
We are back. Man, we took a break. We it was a hell of a break, but it was definitely a needed break.
It was
For sure.
It's good to always be able to rest. Kick your feet up a little bit. Get to spend some time with the fam.
Get to
How you
spend some
feeling?
time with the fam, and also let's not brush away and not act like you ain't hit them travel miles yourself. Little international. Where in the world was Nate? Okay. Where'd you go, young man? Where you spend your time at?
I did get a couple of stamps in my
Okay.
passport.
All right.
Took a little trip.
Little trip. Okay.
To Rome.
Humble.
Italy.
Okay.
I cannot remember not a single lick of Italian. I don't remember anything. Buongiorno, arrivederci, scusi, I kept saying hello and I was supposed to say ciao, but no, it was cool. Rome was dope, but let's backtrack though.
Okay.
Let's backtrack. Let's talk about the getting to Rome, Chicago,
Okay.
O'Hare Airport it's okay.
Whoa.
Bathrooms are ass.
Whoa.
And I say this because, I don't normally, excuse me, I don't normally use the restroom before I take a flight. I just try to do all that before I go to the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of you do your number one, that's cool. But number two, I'm not a public number two, or especially in airports, because I'm just like, no, that's disgusting. But for whatever reason, my stomach was like,
your body was calling. Sorry.
For whatever reason, my body was like, nah, brother, we're doing this. This is what it is. But also there was like 4 other individuals and their bodies was like, we're doing this too. So it was just like the worst experience of my life. And of course, Americans, we don't give a fuck about these bathrooms. Like, we just don't care. Like, it's just gonna be disgusting. So I was like, using my little wipes and everything, because I come prepared. I'm that guy who has wipes and everything,
as you should.
But it was still disgusting. So fast forward, 8 hours, we land in we're in Munich in Germany. I'm like, let's see what they have to offer here. Again, for whatever reason, my stomach is like, hey, we're just gonna send you to the bathroom. I don't know what it was. Don't know what it was. So I had a positive experience in the Germany bathroom. I was like, oh my gosh, this place is clean. Like, it was immaculate. They had their own little toilet brushes beside every little toilet. Had own little personal air fresheners. They had little hooks you can hang your bags and all your stuff. It was just like, oh my gosh, Europe. It was just wow. Didn't know what to expect. So fly to Italy. Italy is it felt like, I'm gonna be honest. When I was there, I was like, this looks like a dump, like, because when you land and everything, you're like at the airport and you're like, okay, let's take a train to get into like Rome, but you're in like the downtown Romey type of area, whatever.
Gotcha.
And I was like, this looks like shit. Like, no offense, but I was like, this not like stuff that you want to see, that you want people to see. Like, when people are coming into your shit, you're just like, oh, let's kind of hide some of this stuff. It was like, oh no, this is what it is, and you're just like, don't think I want to go over to these parts. It kind of felt like it was very New Yorky in some parts where you were just like, not really feeling this. But then there were some gems, there were some gems. Made some pasta, that was dope. Highlight of the trip. I should have put some photos on here for y'all. That was cool. Let me see what else. Great shopping experiences, everything. I gotta say, man, they style is dope over there. I was like, no, I didn't see a whole lot of Nikes. I did not. So I was like, okay, this is like an American thing, so a lot of Adidas, but it was a lot of sneakers and stuff. I was like, where did y'all get those? Because I was like, they style is so much better than ours.
Hey man, chill. You doing a whole lot of American bashing,
I'm just saying there was just some things where you could be like, oh, I get it, So I was like, okay, this is cool.
Good to know.
I had a bidet. I never experienced that. I see what the rage is now. I see what all the rage is. All the Americans was like, hey man, you should get one of these installed in your crib. I understand.
Especially since you had those special surprises in the bathrooms.
It was terrible, and I did use the bathroom in Switzerland, not just a regular, and I was like, oh, it's still clean here. I was like, it's still immaculate.
Thanks for letting us know. Just had to go for regular bathroom,
because I didn't want people to feel like there's something wrong with this guy. Every flight he takes, especially the
maybe you got the what is it called, the poo nerves. When you get nervous, it ignites your intestines for some reason.
But it's crazy. It never happens on like when I've flown to like other international. I never had that happen. I don't know what it was about this, but it was cool. One thing I'm gonna say though is to shout out to the airlines for having good in-flight movies, because sometimes movies be trash. They had the latest movies. I was like, oh, this is not even out yet. I was like, how y'all got it? I was like, this is cool. So I appreciate that.
I was gonna say, I will say the airlines have stepped up their in-flight movie game. So I will give some airlines that.
I was like, big ass props to them, but definitely travel more. Shout out. It was a lot of Black folks out there. It was like African Black, and then I saw some American Blacks. I ran into a college homie out there. I was like, hey, what up, homie? So it was cool.
Did you run into him and remembered his name? When people run into you, you be like,
so. What? It took like, so here's the situation. Like her friend had walked by, and her friend was like rude as fuck, because I was like, damn, we don't say excuse me. I was like, all right, okay, no scoozy, no nothing. I was like, okay. So then she's starting to walk by, and then someone walks by and it's like, oh my gosh, and I was like, like, who's screaming? Like, what's going on? And then you kind of recognize it took a couple seconds. I'm trying to register, the wheels were turning, and I had called her by her nickname that she no longer goes by, and I was like, I was like, real name, and it was just like on the tip of my tongue, and then she said it, and I was like, boom, so it's kind of like that, but it was cool because it was just like, the weirdest thing was I was on the plane, and you know how you just be scrolling on your gram and someone pops up. She had popped up on the feed doing some of her art, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Literally while I'm on the tarmac. So I was like, boom,
wow,
like, your art is dope. And then to run into her in the same hotel, saying, like, I was like, weird.
Oh, okay.
So that was cool.
That's what's up.
Pasta was amazing.
Nice.
Did a nice little Michelin star joint,
Hey, okay.
Gotta say, at the Michelin star spot, I gotta say the pasta was a little crunchy. I'm sorry, chef. It was crunchy. There was the risotto was a little on the, it wasn't al dente. It was just al. It wasn't dente. It was just al. There was no dente. So I gotta say, because you know how when you go to those places and you're like, this is gonna be one of the places where you're already expected to spend blah blah blah
Yeah.
X amount of money. So you're
Yeah.
just like, I'm just hoping that we get full enough to where I don't have to go to like McDonald's afterwards. It's one of those type of spots. Shockingly, was full because the food was amazing outside of like the little crunchy pasta and like this little weird fish pasty funyun type of thing. Everything else was dope. I would definitely do the experience again, you know,
just with a different chef.
Yeah, just with a chef that makes the pasta, you know, al dente. You know, every other place we went to, like the little hole in the wall cafes and everything was al dente. I was like, oh man, this lasagna is hitting, this spaghetti is hitting, this lobster sketty is hitting. Like everything was hitting. So I'm just like,
sketty.
Yeah, you know, I had to make sure I was pronouncing stuff the right way because I have the tendency to pronounce things incorrectly on purpose. So I didn't want the Italians to be like, this uncouth
poo and American
Negroni. Like, I feel like them saying nigga is, I know it's not Negroni, but I just feel like
but it's Negroni. Close. Yeah, it feels like it's close for sure.
But needless to say, I've had so much pasta where I don't necessarily want any more pasta for a while. Oh. But I know how to make my own though.
Check I know how out. To make. But you ain't gonna do it. I hate when people be like, I figured out, I learned how to do this. This is why we pay for X, Y, and Z. These are the reasons why we go to the grocery store. We order whatever we order, so we don't have to make it and produce it our damn selves.
So let me ask you this question, right? Okay, so does it make sense, like if I make my own noodles because I know how to make them, but then I open up a jar of pasta sauce, or do you have to like make your own noodles and make your own sauce from scratch too?
I mean, listen, I'm not the army type that'll tell you it's not authentic unless you can't say homemade until you XYZ. No.
You didn't mash the tomatoes.
Yeah, like you didn't blanch them and then make the damn sauce the way you supposed to. No, listen, if that's what you want to do, then do it. If you want to homemade noodles, but then you don't have the energy to make your damn sauce, then go in that cabinet and grab you a jar of sauce and do what you do.
You know, Boogie, I'm gonna tell you this one last thing, and then we'll move on because I want to hear about your holiday. So I got Boogie. Before this, okay. Sistine Chapel, go see it. It is amazing. Michelangelo might be my favorite artist now, only because he's an asshole. You know, and you know how much I connect to asshole characters.
Lay assholes.
You know,
lay assholes.
He's an asshole, and he did some asshole stuff to some of these paintings. Go do your Googles, you can find out, or just take a trip to Italy, you can find out that as well. So yeah, Sistine Chapel was beautiful. The Vatican, all these places were amazing. Loved them. But I got, and I had prepared myself because I almost got when I was in Paris. You know, I got by the Africans. You know, the African. I don't want to call them scammers. I don't want to call them.
I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead, say it. Say it.
I don't know what we will call our African brothers who are on the streets with their authentic bracelets and or necklaces and or scarves.
Why?
I got for like €7, you know, because you know what it was? I got a lineup. And I told you.
I told you, Boogie.
I told you.
Oh my God.
I told you, you know, it's a new barber. You know, I was like, oh, you kept my line, you know, up high and everything, you know, got me feeling crisp. So I'm feeling myself, you know. Of course, you know, as a brother, you know, every time you're about to go on a trip, you got to get cleaned up. So I'm like, yeah, you know, beers all fly. African man, he spots me. What's up, brother? Nice beard. And I was like, yeah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. You know, he got me right there. He knew he had me hooked. He's like, where you from? I was like, America. And I'm
Gotcha,
walking.
nigga. That's where he got you right there. He was like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And I'm still walking, right? I am still walking. So, I'm just like, do. And he's trailing me. He's talking to me. And he's like, free. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He's like, free. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He puts it on my hand. And I'm like, okay, free. I'm about to walk off. And he's like, no. My family. And I was like, but you said free. He's like, no, my family. So I was like, all right, nigga, here. Gave him like 7 years. It was change in my pocket because I was like, you know what? I need to get rid of some of this change anyway. So I'm like, here's €7. But he got me. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep my hands in my pockets from now on when I'm just walking through any of these because it was my fault. I should have known.
That's like the one thing you don't do is tell people that you American? American? America? You from America? Come on, man. Stop it.
They were trying to guess in some spots. The dude was like, oh, you from Texas? I was like, no. And I kept moving. It was a guessing game. Some of them were cool, though. Some of them were just like, all right, you said no. And they was like, all right, cool. I was like, I appreciate you. Like, you took the no. Then it was just the ones who were just like,
I don't even respond. Yeah. You don't open your mouth.
Get out of here. I'm waving them off. Like, no. I'm just like, he got me with the beard. He got me. He was just like, this is a well-groomed man. I thought he was going to, you know what, Boogie? I honestly thought he was going to be like, African shea butter. You got the beard. I would have bought some of that. He's like, beard. He's like, we got the butter. And I was like, all right, my African brother, you should have did that. You should have led with the African shea butter. Anyways.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I feel like every trip I get got. Every trip I usually always get got. Or there's the potential where I have a split second where I'm like, and I'm like, nope, this is a scam. This is a scam. Every trip. And this was that one time.
When are you gonna learn your damn lesson? When?
On my next trip, because I'm already looking. I'm already looking like, where can I go? Where can I get my next stamp at?
Here we go.
And shout out to everybody. When I say everybody, just me and my lady being the only ones in the global entry line coming back. Shout out to us for having the foresight to be like, you know what? I'm gonna pay for this global entry and this TSA pre. Because
I have TSA pre, but I need to get my global entry.
When I tell you, Boogie, there was literally no one in the line when we got back to Chicago, just us. And the line through customs.
Yeah, it gets crazy.
It was like the weirdest thing.
Talking about the puzzle of all puzzles.
And they was looking too. You know how people be looking like, are they cutting? What line is this? Went right over there, put my glasses up. Oh, got my little printout. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, I need to do that because I'm trying to be somewhere out of the country for my birthday. So
do it. But Boogie,
yes, sir.
How was your holiday? You had 2 weeks. What you do? Fill us in.
Yeah. As my octave goes higher and higher, I had a good time. I had a time the last 2 weeks. I ventured back to my native city, Chicago. Got to chill and hang out with the famo. Spent a week out there. I was telling you before we started recording, man, I had to still work. So I ain't have as much time as I thought, or people thought I would have while I was out there. Generally speaking, I don't tell people when I'm coming out. I just be like, hey, I'm in the city, because they just expect you to take up all your time. And I don't want to do that. Sometimes I just want to be out and about and do whatever the hell I want. I don't want no plans sometimes. Sometimes I just want to go out to Chicago and be like, man, I was able to go get some pizza, thin crust, as people.
Okay.
I have to remind people. You know what I'm saying? I have to remind people, we do not do the deep. I might do a pan I might do a pen. But
okay, yeah,
yeah,
pan
I
is
might
good.
do a pen because pen is like half deep. It's like it's a good middle. It's a good middle.
Yep,
Um,
I agree.
but I don't be running the deep like that. Deep dish. Come on now. We thin it out. But I will tell people, this place, I've said it before, but Peace Brewery. They don't
Okay.
have they have thin crust and it's oven baked out of the, what is it? I don't know what it's called. Brick oven.
Yeah, the break.
Yeah, New Haven cut. That's what they call it. That's the
What's the New Haven cut?
I mean, that's the square. That's the square
Okay,
cut. They call it New
still square.
Haven. Yeah, but Peace, they do New York style cutting, but it's a weird. It's not a circular pizza. You have to go there. Like, it's one of the places where I tell people they have to go, because it's a different version of Chicago style pizza. But in any event, got to hang out with my family. What's up?
Hold on. Well, before you go, you know where else they have to go?
Where?
Italian Fifi. Just got to throw that in there.
Come on, yo. I hate when people.
You're gonna wait. You need like 2 hours. You need 2 hours.
First of all, don't call it Italian Fifi because people are gonna be like, "Where's Italian Fifi?" No, it's Italian Fiesta. I don't like Italian Fiesta. I don't like it because it's too damn greasy.
It is that. Okay, you need like a pound of napkins to
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Italian Fiesta, but I know people that love Italian Fiesta.
I know you didn't like it. I just had to throw that in there just to mess with you.
Yeah, you do that shit on purpose because you think I'm not gonna. You think I'm just gonna gloss over the fact that you said that. No, because I'm such a pizza connoisseur, I've tasted so many pizza, even pizza that I don't like. Just so I can confirm that I don't like them shits.
Is Italian I was gonna say Italian Fifi. It's Italian Fiesta. It's Italian Fiesta in your top 3 of dislikes.
Oh yeah,
Chicago pizza.
Oh yeah. There's I have 3 for sure that I tell people, don't you dare. I
think I can guess. Okay, I think I can guess. Italian Fifi, also known as Italian Fiesta, in no particular order. Giordano's and the third one. What is Gino's?
Come on, no. Okay, so before really quickly, I feel like I always talk about pizza, but Giordano's, I'll go get some Giordano's, but I'll tell them to get a thin crust. Okay. Don't do that pie. You're gonna be shitting for days.
It's terrible.
Oh my god, it's not good. And Gino's, again, thin crust. I've had slices from Gino's. Not terrible. Not terrible, but again, thin. We are thin. We are a thin city out here. No, we're really not. We really eat out here in Chicago, but
man,
right?
You move to Chicago, that waistline is gone.
They're gonna be like, "Nigga, what happened to you?"
Like moving to the South, it's just like, damn.
No, but in general, I had a really good time. My mom was upset that I didn't get a chance to really hang out with her as often as I should. I could have, but I was also staying downtown, and my mom lived in the suburbs, so that trip was not happening more than once. That's just me. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. Is it like I'm taking an Uber? Am I catching the L?
Yeah.
You coming to get me and taking me back? Like,
and dare I say, I haven't taken the train. I haven't since the pandemic. I don't think I've stepped foot in the train. I know that. Let me just be honest.
I think my train day stopped. I lived in Chicago for like 11 years. So I think I stopped at year number 3 on the L. Because I was just like, you know what? I can drive. I don't necessarily need to be on here. I can get cheap parking. You know.
No, I mean, I was born and raised in the damn train.
I think
That's all I
everyone
did.
should have an L experience. Transplants, tourists.
Yeah.
I think even obviously even native Chicagoans, everyone should you should ride the L for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you should have the thrill of like, you know what? I think this is my style, even if this is not my style.
Right.
I think this is my style.
The thrill of
You
being
know,
lost and figuring out, like, oh shit, was I supposed to transfer here? Oh damn, what?
or when you start to see people getting off, like, yeah, this is don't know if everyone's getting off, you need to get off too, and then figure it out on the platform. Like,
oh man, the good old days, as I was saying. But it was good. I'm glad we took this time off. I know we took a little extra time during our get to know each other, catch up on each other like we generally do, where we like to keep it in a nice short and sweet spot. But I felt like we definitely needed this for you guys and for us. So yeah.
No, Boogie, we don't have to explain nothing. You know why? Because whose names are on the podcast? It says Late Night with Nate and Adrian, not Late Night with Nate, Adrian, and all these other people. Although we do appreciate the people, but it doesn't matter. This is a late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day because, we never know. They might not be night people. They might be day people only, so they listen to it during the day, or they might be night owls. So it all works.
Yeah,
in the matrix of their life.
That is true. You can listen to it day, night, afternoon, or while on the toilet, while you're sweeping, anything. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. But you know what? You said something that was funny because you was like when we were setting up and everything, you was like, we got to get out the shackles.
Yes,
you went all.
I did.
You went all Dr. Martin.
Oh
Luther, God. Malcolm, Jamal.
Yeah, I sounded like the new age Roland Martin. That nigga. That preaching. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. During the holidays, for the longest that I can remember, I do not associate myself with any of the soul food cooking, the traditional dishes. The only thing that I will, I don't do
chitterlings.
The chitterlings, I do not. And you know what? And it's not I can say that. I was gonna say it's not a health thing. It is a health thing, but it's also but it's also a taste thing. That's just me. I don't like a lot of the dishes. That's just me. And I remember trying it when I was younger, and I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna be up on this. So this past holiday, my mother asked me, like she normally does every holiday when she hosts party, what do you want to eat? What you gonna eat? Because we know you're not gonna eat anything. And I was like, Ma, can you make me a special pan of your lasagna? Because I don't eat meat. So she made me lasagna, meatless lasagna with spinach. But she always puts spinach in her lasagna. That's her little twist to make it hers. But yeah, I just don't do that. And back then, my family used to be like, "Huh, you're not gonna eat? What's wrong with you?" Now they just like, "Yeah, that's just Adrian. That's just what she does." Yeah, and I don't think we should do that either. Switch that shit up. Sometimes families don't want to slave over the kitchen, pardon the pun, but like, and make all these dishes that we held on to. Like, I understand. I get it. Traditions, you want to keep our ancestors in our mind and definitely thank them for holding on over the years of that we had to endure, right? And this is our way to be thankful and to continue on with whatever the traditional dish that they passed along. But God damn it. Sometimes people want to sit down and just do nothing and have food catered and whatever, eat something that's completely outside of the realm.
Norm. So
Yeah.
did you guys, so you had a lasagna? Did your family still have traditional, or was it?
Yes, it was you talking about a spread. We had beans, Nigga, we had 3 different types of ham, turkey. We had fried chicken, regular chicken. We had,
I feel like that's only us that does that. It's like, okay, we got to have the Cajun turkey, got to have the jerk turkey, got to have the regular turkey and the smoked turkey.
We
then we
need
got to have
more options than we do than music, because
different types of
yeah. Oh my God, I was just like, again, it was beautiful. It accommodated a number of everybody's taste buds because it was a lot of us, but still, I'm just like, yeah, we don't need to be eating all this now. this ain't
okay.
This ain't normal.
Hear me out. Do you think we eat that much because we don't normally eat dressing, but like once or maybe twice a year? One of those times being Thanksgiving, maybe and or Christmas, or if you just like, you know what, I want to make a Sunday dinner, I'm gonna have some dressing and maybe some macaroni and cheese. We don't normally eat, at least not up here in the Midwest. Maybe in the South, you might have that every Sunday.
I get it. These are delicacies. These are special signature dishes that we only pull out for special moments. I get it. But it's just hard for me to want to crave any of that shit. Any of the dishes, because I don't want to talk bad to it, because I feel like as I voice my opinion and we get a comment or two talking about the last podcast, like she don't know who Isaiah Thomas is. Remember? I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm sorry. I like my greens uncooked. I like salads. Fuck.
They're gonna get
That's just what I do. I know this, but look, I grew up, I knew I was different. I knew I knew I was a different one. I tried yams and I was just like, that's not for me.
Too sweet.
That's just me. I'm sorry. That's who I am.
He was like, where's the cabbage? It's like,
fact. Not gonna even lie to you.
So then, okay, so how many days did you eat leftover lasagna? What was it?
One day.
Your one day max on the holiday.
Yeah. I had a couple plates. Yeah, I had a couple plates while I was there, and I was like, I will not be bringing this home. Because I also I'm trying not to eat as much dairy. So
makes sense.
Again, this is a once every year. Why not destroy my colon with adding more dairy than I generally will consume?
I agree. I feel like outside the dairy, I feel like, you know what, this can kind of roll into my grind your gears, because no one told me how difficult it was to, like, start working out, because you know what I mean? I was like, oh man, I'm in here 2 weeks straight, 7 days a week. Then I'm on this vacation, which on vacation there was a lot of walking, so I was getting my steps in. So I was like, okay, I'm still getting miles in, doing the tractions and shit. No one told me that when you come back from vacation and going to the gym right into the holidays, no one told me that after the holidays would be so difficult to get back in the gym. Yeah. And I'm just like, how do y'all niggas do this? I got myself back in there, but I'm just like, I don't want to be here. I want to keep eating the beans, the greens, tomatoes.
Yeah.
I want to keep eating that stuff. And I was like, you can't do this, brother.
Discipline.
Cannot do this, because I believe me, I ate. What brings me to this point, Boogie. When should you throw out these leftovers? Because one of my coworkers was like, I'm still eating leftovers. This was on Tuesday of this week. And I was just like, wait. You should have stopped eating leftovers on Sunday. Right. They should have been in the trash on Monday, and it should have been out on the curb on Tuesday, waiting for the trash man or whenever to come pick them up. You know, I'm like, you're still eating them on Tuesday?
Yeah, that's a new one for me. I gotta be honest. I love leftovers, so I'm a leftover queen. I love me leftovers, but generally speaking, leftovers of any kind should be at max. I think it's about 3, and I'm pushing when I say 4. 3 to 4. Yeah, it depends on what it is. 3 to 4. Like if it's soup, you can freeze that and keep it moving. Chili, right? You can freeze it, keep it moving. But when you are talking about, I'm gonna keep this in the regular refrigerator temperature and see how it goes, and keep it there for upwards of 2 weeks, nah, guy.
I'm saying 2 to 3 days and a possible 4th, depending on what it is.
Yeah,
you know. And I can honestly say this is probably the first Thanksgiving where I've been like, you know what, I don't really want leftovers. I'm a today and the next day, and I'm like, I don't need to hit that 3rd day and possibly the 4th, because I'm just like, I don't want this anymore. Which is why it's going to be a non-traditional Christmas. I don't want to see stuffing for a minute. Don't want to see it. Might be prime rib type of thing. Let's do a brisket. Let's figure it out. Pulled pork, something, but it ain't going to be
damn tradition. This is my whole thing. I'm so tired. It's getting old. I love it. I love seeing it, but I'm tired.
You know what? Maybe a crab boil, because
Yeah.
If there's any crabs left, because Negroes.
I just saw a video talking about stop eating crab.
I mean, hell, even the crabs, the crabs are probably like the Chick-fil-A signs when they was like, eat more chicken. The crabs is like, look, eat something else, goddamn it.
Find another food, because it ain't us.
Eat more fish. Something. God,
fish out here swimming by themselves too. Shit,
it's a wild game out here. Sea souls, save more sea souls. God. Do what you want with that one. God. Anyways, Boogie, you know what time it is. Boogie!
Yes, sir.
It's been a minute, but it's time to shout out.
I'm tipping my hat.
The good folks who are doing things in the community. It's time to tip the hat. Mine first or you up first? Who we doing first?
It don't matter. I can go first.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go first. I'm going to tip my hat off to low hair man himself. I was going to say, I thought he was bald for a second, but then I had to look a little closer.
Nice little New York uptown fade.
Real high top, low fade to the newest elect, as I should call him, because it hasn't been official. I hate the in-between verbiage. Is he a house leader or not? But no, he is the elect.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Democrats elect Representative Hakeem Jeffries as their House leader, making him the first Black person to lead a major party in Congress. This is a change in a good direction, but also don't get it twisted, y'all. This is still politics, and y'all already know. We are this country is corrupt, so let's just hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. I'm just telling the truth. What a lie.
I mean, I hope brother does well, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can't trust brother with Michael Ealy features.
Oh, God. Here we go. This is what you was holding off for.
Yes, this is what I was holding for. I was like, ooh, that's going to be good. But look, I'm just saying,
God,
you can't trust them. Light skin, green eyes. I don't know. I'm just saying the track record for brothers with light skin and green eyes.
But his name is Hakeem.
Doesn't mean a thing.
Oh, okay.
Still, the green eyes trumps the name. It's the green eyes. It's the green eyes. That's what it is. It's the green eyes. How many ladies did he take from brothers coming up because of the green eyes? Wasn't
Easily
because of his
plenty.
name.
I'm gonna say plenty.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
put plenty.
Green Eye Bandit. No
All right.
matter, and I'm not just singling out the brothers. It even goes to the ladies too, because there's some Green Eye Bandits on the ladies' side who just terrors, destructive.
Singer said terrors.
Just look at what the Green Eye Bandits are doing on Housewives of Potomac. Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, let's stay focused. Shout out to him. This is the first. Again, it's sad to even hear that this is the first house leader, but God damn it, about time. Let's get some change in these streets.
Let's do it, Keem. I hope he goes by Keem. I hope he takes the. I hope on his first day, like, yeah, you elected Hakeem, but Keem is in here now. I hope. God. Come on, brother.
Who you got for your tipping? I'm so over you.
Let me.
God.
Fix my attire here. For those of you who are watching, let me fix the championship scarf here. You know. God. Those of you who are unaware, you know, the University of Michigan. Let's backtrack a little bit, you know, because we were off last week. They beat the Ohio State University in the horseshoe. So shout out to University of Michigan for going down to Columbus and beating those bums ass on their home turf, you know, which propelled them to be able to go to the Big Ten championship last night, where they were able to walk all over top of Purdue in the second half to bring home our second Big Ten title in 2 years, back-to-back champions. And for the second straight year, we're going to the college football playoff as we are the number 2 ranked team in America still. Bombs. For the number 2 team in the country. Shout out to my boys. Hail to the motherfucking victors. Boogie, you knew what it was. You know, when I came on, she was just like, really, this is what we doing? Dressed up in all Michigan gear. You see it.
All right.
I'm hoping, because we're probably going to play TCU. I'm hoping we can blow them out, and we'll probably play Georgia. Hopefully we can have a better showing than we did last year in the national champion game, but we'll see. We shall see. This is also a twofer for me, Boogie. A twofer, you know, going to shout out Coach Prime. You know, he accepted the head coaching position at University of Colorado. $5 million a year with some really huge bonuses in there if they win. So kudos to him.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think it's a dope thing. I know I saw a lot of folks who were upset and who were like, what about the HBCUs? What about the culture? He talked about all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And I just want to say, shut up. Seriously. I'm one of the biggest proponents of HBCUs. I love them. I love when HBCUs win. Shout out to North Carolina Central University, who are going to the Celebration Bowl, who's going to play you know, Jackson State University. Shout out to them. Hopefully they'll win. You know, I had to put that little plug in there. But, you know, I love HBCUs. He has done everything he said he was going to do. Yeah. He said he wanted to bring attention to HBCUs and the lack of players that go there, lack of funding that they get. He has brought attention to that. He talked about just giving players an opportunity to grow. He has done that. Yep. And honestly, what more do you want him to do? He won what, 11-0, 12-0 this year, won the SWAC championship, going to the bowl game, won the Celebration Bowl last year. So this is going to be 2 years in a row, potentially, of them winning the bowl game. He's brought millions of dollars to this university now. Y'all got new facilities. Y'all have a winning culture that hasn't been there in quite some time. So for everyone who's saying he used Jackson State, it kind of looks like they used him too. And
Yeah.
if anything, were more beneficial. He donated his salary the first year so y'all could get better facilities, which was $300,000. Second year, gave his salary to his coaches because he wanted them to get paid.
Yep.
So again, what are y'all doing? Y'all had 3 years to come up with some type of an offer to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
This man told y'all, hey, when we start winning, they're gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
So you had time to kind of figure this out. Y'all have a huge fan base. Y'all could have crowdfunded or did something to kind of counter an offer to where it could have been close $2 to $5 million. But let's not act like this is not a business here.
Yep.
He's only so much he can do at Jackson State, which he did. He accomplished, turn y'all into a winning program. The next brother that comes in there, let's hope they can keep it going on.
Yep.
And let's hope that he can do a very good job in Colorado. I personally would have hoped that he would have went to a different school, maybe to a school in the South. You could have did something a little better, but we'll see what happens. We didn't think he was going to do what he was going to do at Jackson State. So let's see what he does in Colorado.
He said he did. He said what he was going to do, and he did exactly that. When you depart from a company of any form or fashion, it's advantageous of you. It's more beneficial for you. It looks better for you if you remove yourself while you're still up, while
Agreed.
you're still in green, while you're still wanted versus somebody removing you. So he did exactly what he wanted to do, what he needed to do. So shout out to him. He's also a businessman.
Yeah, he left y'all in a better position than what y'all were had he not been there. And now this program, Jackson State, y'all set up for the next 10, 15 plus years. He's done a great thing. And like I said, he did bring exposure to HBCU. So hopefully there are other NFL coaches, other people who's like, hey, we could bring the same culture. We can get these powerhouses going in the HBCU ranks, and you move up the coaching ladder.
It's not just one person. This is my whole thing. Everyone's looking for that one leader, it's a collective. Exactly. It should be a community, a village, in order for all of us to come together and really trying to make it a better place for everybody involved.
They wanted him to be the savior. He's not the savior of the SWAC or HBCU college football. Like you said, it takes a collective, and there's tons of people out here who can do it. He just lit a fire, which hopefully lights a fire on other people and do the same thing. I hope that he continues and he does well in Colorado, and then he can get one of those better jobs. Because let's be real, it's cold in Colorado. Come on, man. Not many people want to go to Boulder, Colorado, but I wish him well. I wish him well. Tip my hat to him, and I tip my hat to the maize in blue.
All right.
Let's get to this ad. We'll be right back.
This guy.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They'll give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right, first up on new skin or can't use. This is a wild one, Boogie. A man fell off a cruise ship, was stranded in the water. for 20 hours. Says he had to fight off jellyfish and other sea creatures. He had to also eat bamboo to survive. Says the man fell off of the Carnival Valor, a cruise ship, revealed he survived after being stranded in the water for 20 years. He was on a interview with Good Morning America. James Michael Grimes told the news outlet that he fell off the cruise ship following a couple of drinks on the night before, following having a couple of drinks the night before Thanksgiving. Who the hell wrote this? This Grimes told ABC that before he fell, he informed his sister that he was going to the bathroom, which was around 11 p.m. that evening. He later regained consciousness in the ocean. Reports added, it gets better. Reports added that the cruise ship was headed to a Mexican island from New Orleans. These are key details here, Boogie. They took off from New Orleans. He explained, let's see. He explained it was a shocking experience. It came upon me really quick. I went under and I couldn't see it. And it wasn't a shark, I don't believe, but it had like a flat mouth and it came up and bumped one of my legs and I kicked it with my other leg. It scared me, not knowing what it was. All I could see was a fin. So the man waited to be rescued. However, as he waited, he was forced to eat floating entities to keep his energy, which included a plank of bamboo. He told news outlets, I never accepted that this is it. This was going to be the end of my life. He was later spotted around 8:35 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day by a Coast Guard tanker. Carnival released a statement that said the only way a passenger could fall overboard was if they purposely climbed up and over the safety barriers. Spokesman for Carnival said, we greatly appreciate all the efforts, especially the U.S. Coast Guard and the mariner who spotted him. A passenger says, Chantal Miller White revealed that during Thanksgiving on the cruise ship, passengers were told that the boat was rerouting to look for Grimes. So, Boogie, did you happen to catch the interview?
No.
I actually watched the interview on Good Morning to America.
Good Morning to America?
Good Morning America, yeah.
Oh, okay. Good Morning to America. Okay.
That's what it should be called. You know, black folks, we name stuff what we want to name it. Again,
all right.
House of Dragons is House of the Dragons. It should be Good Morning to America. Anyways, Good Morning America. The host, thank you for keeping me honest. The host was like, so how many drinks did you have? And again, remember I told you, took off from New Orleans. We know what goes down in New Orleans.
Yeah.
If you look at this man, you say, oh yeah, he is definitely a raging Cajun. This is definitely a man who lives in Louisiana and has had several grenades before the age of 6 years old. This is a man who knows how to drink. You can just look at this guy and be like, he's drunk. So she's like, how many drinks did you have? He's like, he thought about it. He paused because, you know, he didn't want to give the real number. You know, it was like probably like 37. He was like, oh, like 3. You know, he gives like, you know, like the usual number when you don't want to tell the truth. Oh, it wasn't that many drinks. You know, and she's like, again, how many drinks did you have? He's like, well, I did win the air guitar solo contest. And they show video of this dude playing the air guitar on the ground, and he wins. And he's like, they gave me a free drink after I won that. So he's like, oh, maybe I did have a couple of drinks. I'm going to say this man was drunk off his ass, stumbled to what he thought was the bathroom, fell over in the water. That's what happened. He's just not telling the truth because he don't want to get, he wants to try to sue them. I'm just already forecasting what this is. That's what it is.
Did they say how many days he was out there until he was rescued?
Just 20 hours.
20 hours, and he was
water for 20 hours.
Yeah, 20 hours, and he felt like he needed to eat plank with algae on it because he needed to keep up his energy in 20 hours.
Well, I mean, let's give some details. This is shark infested water. There's also
Okay.
jellyfish in this water.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot he can eat. So I mean, I guess if you see him bamboo, you probably doing deductive reasoning. You're delirious because you're in the water. You're like, pandas, they eat bamboo. Maybe that's why he put 2 and 2 together, and he was like,
Damn, 20 hours. The first couple of hours, I would have just floated.
That's true. On your back, yeah, you could do
Yes.
that. Yeah,
people forget. You want to conserve energy.
It's true.
You float. You get on your back, and you push your stomach up. You push your stomach up.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you do. And relax.
Lifeguard Boogie out here. More survival tips.
Real quick, I'm just saying that's like the first thing I would have did. But because they said it was infested sharks and jellyfish. I understand him having to tread just so he can keep kicking and make sure he avoids whatever that's coming.
Do you keep kicking to keep them from trying to think you just something out here?
Which I get it, but damn,
they must not have been hungry.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, if he is a lucky bastard, because kick or no kick, sharks would be like, hey, I'm going after you. It's over, man.
I'm trying to figure out, how do you not panic? Because it's dark as fuck out. It was 11 p.m. when he fell off.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been. Well, I know you've been because you've been traveled. But like when you go to like island type places, it is
black be black, dark be dark.
It is like the darkest shit. The water. I'm like, I don't even want to go on the beach. The sand.
You're talking about scary,
man. So to be out there and sharks and what? Because again, he doesn't know what that one thing would have swam up. Maybe it was a dolphin.
Maybe he have his phone in his pocket.
I didn't say all that. I don't know. He probably ain't get no service though either. He probably out there like
assed out, like
should have bought the global plan.
Oh god,
that would be the one time like you was like, if you did
like, no, I'm good. This Wi-Fi all over this boat.
But you did fall off and your phone does work, you'd be like, I'm always getting the goddamn global plan when I fell off. But it's crazy though, because again, I'm like I mean, let's say you're not a religious person, some type of entity helped keep this man alive. Because let's be real, sharks, jellyfish, and other potential sea creatures, the way my anxiety is set up, I'm just like, all right, God, this is it. If I happen to make it, okay, thank you, Lord. But if not, I'm preparing to just.
They said other sea creatures. Boy, I would have been like, well, I guess it's. I would be yelling for. I'll be yelling for the whole 20 hours too.
Oh man, I would be hoarse. I would be. I'd have no voice after they come and follow me.
Somebody.
I would be screaming. It'd be seals, all types of shit coming out. Like, who the fuck is this screaming out here? Like, I don't know. That would just be the scariest shit ever. But again, and you know what? It's a Carnival cruise. Anyone that I know that has ever been on a Carnival cruise talks about how drunk the people are on those ships. That's why people are always like, there's certain cruise ships to avoid if you don't want to feel like you're in spring break in Alabama. That's usually what Carnival cruise ships are like. So I'm glad he's alive, and this just goes to show Carnival, they're gonna have to put up like 12-foot barriers now to keep people, because obviously the 6-foot barriers are not enough to keep people from falling over those. So just put up 12-foot barriers.
Yeah, I hope. I don't know. I don't know what's to come of this. I'm curious to see what happens after this. I was gonna say I hope he gets some money, but I don't know if he I think he learned his lesson.
If you see this man, you're gonna be like, you don't deserve shit because you were drunk off your ass. If you see him,
oh god,
you're just gonna be like, ain't no way. There's just no way possible. Well. Let's pay these bills.
Yes, let's. Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code late night, okay? LATENITE. Go on over to their IG. It's Rose Vogue Styling at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event, or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code late night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Topic number 2. I should talk like a news anchor since this is about Good Morning to America news anchors. Oh man, GMA producers are shocked by the romance between TJ Holmes and Amy Robach. I didn't even, obviously we didn't know this was a thing, but the fact that we're talking about this is crazy to me. Because I didn't know they were that popular. I
didn't know it either. This is news to everyone who don't watch Good Morning America. I generally watch it when there's a special funny clip or something, a celebrity or that I'm into that went on that had something deep they wanted to talk about. But other than that, I didn't know anybody, these people.
Literally, like you said, I watch a clip and it'll be circulating on the internet, but I'm not going to Good Morning to America's website. I can tell you Robin Roberts and what's to do with the Gap?
Is Gayle King on?
Strahan. Gayle King, she's on the CBS one. She's
not. Oh, okay. See, look,
I only know again just because of the black folks and just that I didn't know TJ. I didn't know he was on there. Don't watch it. But I was just like, why are paparazzi following GMA anchors? Because in my mind, I was like, these people are not celebrities, but apparently they are. And I'm no shade to them or anything. I'm just like, why would you want to follow? It's like saying like, why would y'all want to follow Al Roker? And again, no shade to Al Roker, but it's just like I don't view them as like you're not like Will Smith, Halle Berry. You're not.
Yeah, their job is to report the news unbiasedly or whatever. Yeah, that's it.
Like you give the weather. So the fact that y'all are having this affair or whatever, that's I'm just like, all right, like who cares? But I guess to the millions of people who watch Good Morning America, I keep wanting to say Good Morning to America. People who watch Good Morning America, I guess this is hot tea for them. It's like, oh my God. TJ and Amy.
Oh God. Just because I feel like before we were recording and we were picking topics, you were like, I don't even know what's going on. Just give a general, I'm gonna give a general like update. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach apparently either cheated on their respective spouses for months or began dating after they were already separated, but currently they are still technically separated from their respective spouses, and they have decided to join and start this romantic relationship. But the internet will internet and pulled up lots of receipts prior, trying to figure out the timeline. You know how we be trying to piece everything together. And TJ Holmes, they found this Instagram post of TJ Holmes and his estranged wife, by the way, who's the like the CEO, chief lawyer for
Like Rock
Rock
Nation or whatever,
Nation,
right?
for Rock
Yeah.
Nation.
Something high up.
Yeah, he did a post about being married for 10 years, the decade challenge, and they
Cheesiest
were,
post
yeah,
ever.
they were dissecting his post. It's just
If I could have
comedy
10
left and
more
right.
minutes.
Right. And Amy apparently cheated on her estranged husband with uh her, I guess her estranged husband, they were having an affair while she was married to somebody else, and then she divorced and married this husband, and now pretty much she's doing the same damn thing. I don't know. It's
You get
just
them how you lose them, or you lose them how you get them. Whatever that saying
exactly. It's
is.
just a lot of messiness going on, and then apparently, the weekend that it was
They're like running a race together or something, weren't they?
yeah, they decided to run the New York Marathon together, and this all happened, I want to say the end of last week, and I guess Monday, the top of the morning, they were acting like nothing has happened. Like nobody.
You know, them producers was like, hey guys, we got a story for you. How about we run the New York Marathon together? The producers like, hey, that's great.
Let's
Like
do this.
content. And they're like, but if only you knew.
Yeah, we running all right.
like it's the funniest shit ever. I'm just like,
I think about it this way. Like can we just like, I know a lot of companies, they're like, you can't have colleagues, relationships, you can't date, you can't do none of that. Like I understand, but some people don't believe that fat meat is greasy. Okay.
Not at all.
Some people want to shit where they eat.
This is one of those because they're like, we're equals. Like I'm not her subordinate. She's not mine. So that ain't against the rules. They read the handbook. They was like, all right, let's page 35. They was like, okay. They made sure to cover their tracks.
There's no hierarchy on we are the same.
It's wild because like you were saying, they showed up to work as if there's no dumpster fire going on social media. It's crazy. Because they said they appeared on GMA together Thursday morning.
Yep.
It says they feel supported and loved by their coworkers, and some of them even prayed with them before the show aired, according to people close to the couple. Page 6 reports. Since Thursday, they have not seen one another, although it's not how they expected the news to break. It is also somewhat revealing, source told the social media site. In addition, they had been close friends for 8 years before their romance began to grow in August while they dealt with their marital problems. Holmes moved out of the house last year while he and his wife, Marilee Fiebig, were apparently having marital issues. Sources close to the pair says Holmes and Roebuck's romantic reportedly blossomed in March. They didn't start dating each other until leaving their spouses in August. 8 years, Boogie.
Yeah.
8-year friendship. So who you think did it first? Who you think shot their shot first? Was it work husband TJ or work wife Amy? Who shot the shot first? Because they was work wife and work husband. You know they were.
Yeah, the videos, the clips that I've seen of them chatting, just being all friendly, looks to me that Amy was definitely flirting, but TJ was the one that was like, hey, I'm gonna initiate this because I want to see if this is gonna go somewhere. And this whole 8-year friendship thing reminds me of Blair Underwood recent story. He just married his friend of 32 years. Yeah. Come on, y'all gotta stop playing with me with this. Y'all gotta stop playing.
Plot twist here, Boogie. What if Blair and his friend of 41 years, what if they were just cool? What if they didn't get to the place where they're at now? Because people grow up, people mature, They both like in their 50s. Where maybe it's like, okay, you know what? We mature now, and I know that you're my true soulmate because we've been friends this whole time. Maybe it was some shit like that.
I call bullshit. I'm listen. I'm friends with a number of men. I'm
Okay.
friends, but we ain't that friendly. Okay, okay. I'm sorry.
Maybe okay, because they've been friends like 41 years, right? Which is a very long time to be friends, right? Maybe because we know he was married to his wife for 26 years, so we know how rocky divorce is. We also know if you my best friend, I'm telling you a lot of stuff that maybe I don't tell other people. Maybe some marital issues. Maybe the divorce was so rocky, and she was the one. He was like, "Oh, I'll be that soft place you can land, Blair," and he told her everything, and they just kind of fell in love. Maybe it was some shit like that.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't think so.
What I still want to know is because you know what the Amy and the TJ thing is, there were pictures of them like in the woods, like at a cabin, and I was like, y'all was deep in the trenches, and I was like, are they more famous? They got to be more famous than what we're giving them credit for.
Yeah, now.
But it's also like, was this a bigger plot? Were y'all trying to get rid of them at ABC? Because why did we need to know this? Why did we need to? Because I'm always thinking like it's always some type of plot or something to get someone.
They trying to buy GMA or something.
We gotta get some new anchors in here. Let's get rid of TJ and Amy. So it's just like, why do we need to know this? Maybe Gayle. I'm plot twist. Gayle King and the folks over at CBS was like, how can we take down GMA? Release these photos of TJ and Amy. That's what it was. That's what it is. Fox and Friends. They was like, we plotting on GMA. Because I just can't see why you would do this.
Yeah, something was clearly up. Either they were like, release the story because they, because they gonna get, because I don't know. Something is happening behind closed doors that we don't know about. And the fact that it came out and it is as a big story, I wouldn't have thought that we would be talking about this, about two news reporters. Apparently now it's all on my timeline.
Literally.
And everybody has think pieces and investigative reporters where they're trying to piece together what exactly went down and how it went down.
You know what? News anchors everywhere, their spouses are like, you better not be getting comfortable with your co-anchor. Everyone is on high alert now. It's like, oh, you had to do a undercover story in Niagara Falls, huh? Like,
I think this is with all professions though. Like,
it is. It's proximity.
It's proximity. If you start to feel like your spouse or partner is getting a little too distant and getting too close and familiar with
the work wife,
with whoever the work partner is, maybe you should look into it.
You know what? I did see people who were blaming they were blaming TJ's wife because they was like, circling back, they was like,
what?
You married a nigga with Michael Ealy features.
Oh, I was like, God. Yeah. Oh God. You like, just made that.
Green eyes.
I'm thinking that you about to give me some substance. Just say,
green eyes and curly hair.
Yo, chill out. Hey, we done with this. I'm so over you right now.
But the real winners and losers here, I mean, TJ's wife, good looking woman. I'm like, brother, what is she doing?
She's fine. She's not a loser. She's
not the loser in this. I mean, obviously, if he leaving, he leaving. Yeah. She's the winner because you're gonna find someone better. I mean, plus
in a heartbeat.
The loser, I would say, obviously, is TJ.
Us. It's us.
TJ lost.
We are the losers.
TJ lost a good looking woman over there because his wife. Yeah, there's no way. Amy, I'm sorry, you don't stack up. And Amy's husband, he obviously lost too because I mean, Amy's the winner because look, I mean, TJ's a good looking brother, so it's just like, all right, but
all right, let's keep it moving.
Anyways, off to one of my favorite topics, which TJ, he could have got this. It's time for y'all niggas tripping. He definitely, look up TJ's name too. It's like Leah Cleone. It's a weird first name. So
that's why he was like, "Now you calling me TJ."
And he's a junior, so it's like two of y'all out here. But anyways, on y'all niggas is tripping. Who you got, Boogie? Who you giving y'all niggas?
My niggas is tripping has got to go to Google. Apparently, the infamous "it's a chicken salad." It's a chicken salad off of Superior, lady Niche. I hope that's how you pronounce your name, Niche Godfrey. TikTok influencer. Pretty much that sound has blow up shaded throughout the internets. I say it all the time when I can and reference everything, but she shared recently in a clip on TikTok that Google offered her $500 to purchase that viral sound, and I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised, but I'm just like, Google. Now we don't know the context if it's $500 every time it's played,
a day,
whatever, a day, we don't know. But $500 in general is disrespectful. In general,
it's the low ball.
It's the low ball for me. And the fact that she's growing her brand. She just recently signed a sponsor deal with Weight Watchers.
I did see that.
That just goes along with this narrative of how rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poor. Like, Google, that is some greedy ass shit. $500?
Well, you know what it is. Google thought that she was going to be an idiot, and they're like, we see how the beans, greens, tomatoes, we see how that person and all these other viral sayings have gone. They've blown up, and they're constantly being used in commercials. So they're like, let's get it for the low.
Yeah.
So kudos to her for being smart enough to not fall for it. And I hope she runs it up.
Yeah.
Get your money.
Y'all tripping out there, Google. Y'all tripping. Who you got?
Price is not today's price.
Very true.
I'm giving mine to none other than CNN. CNN announced that they are no longer going to allow the anchors to get plastered on New Year's Eve. You can't drink on the air anymore. And I was sad because literally that's the only reason why I watch CNN on New Year's Eve is to see Don Lemon and Andy Cohen and the dude from Bravo plastered. Like, that is the only reason, and to see anyone else that they have on there, Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen, all them people, like just seeing all of them on there just plastered, and the lady co-host, what was her name that was on there last year? I forget her name. The black, I forget comedian. Her name. But she was. Everyone was just plastered, slizzard. Like, it's
and dope. Why not?
Like, it's New Year's, and you're not reporting on anything of any substance on New Year's Eve anyways. You shouldn't even be on New Year's. And not only that, why are you even on the streets of New Orleans if you're not going to let them be out there drinking? Like, what's the point?
Yeah. Like, that don't even sound right.
Like, they probably have their highest ratings ever by people tuning in to see how many drinks Don Lemon has had. Like, it is a true joy.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, that's sad, but I'm sure they'll find a way to slip some in.
Oh, you already know. They gonna be, look, okay, they said we can't drink on air, so let's pregame.
Right.
Commercial break. They gonna be slamming drinks. So I mean, you better see it then.
Right. I ain't worried.
But that concludes my y'all niggas is tripping. Do better, CNN.
Seriously.
And do better, Google.
Facts.
Like, stop being trash.
Like, it's easy as that. Stop it.
Like, you make more money if you just did right by people. Like, just do right by them. But anyways, off to the final topic.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them Chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
Yo, this one is wild. It says, after showing up in a virtual court hearing half naked and looking like she was lounging in bed, a judge from Colombia was suspended. Hear this out. Known for sharing sensual photos on social media, Justice Vivian Polenia attended the court while smoking a cigarette and wearing lingerie. According to TMZ, she also spoke slurredly while posing for the camera. At one point, Polina left her camera off for almost an hour before returning for the remaining portion of the hearing. After the video went viral on social media, Colombia's Judicial Disciplinary Committee suspended her for 3 months without pay due to lack of judgment and opening an inquiry. Despite the suspension, Polina maintains that she was not partially clothed and that she was in bed for the hearing due to low blood pressure and an anxiety attack. She said that because of her provocative attire, her co-workers, have bullied her.
What?
Is this fact or cap, Boogie? What are you calling? Let's go over some of these facts here again. Let's see. She is a judge who is known for posting sensual photos on social media. Let's say she appeared in virtual court half naked, lounging in bed with a cigarette and wearing lingerie and speaking slurredly.
Well, there's a video that I'm playing right now, and I mean, it looks like she is incoherent.
Last night.
She is incoherent for sure. Like, they are. I don't know.
Cigarette here. Doing. Look, she also has tattoos on her knuckles. I was just like, what?
How can you take this serious at all? Like, I would have just took my video.
These are the photos.
These are the photos. I would have just taken the video off.
So I thought that like judges had like some type of morality clause or something. I
thought so too.
Because let's be real. If this was an American judge, you're not about to be presiding over no court cases if your OnlyFans got out. It would just go do OnlyFans. You're gonna make way more money than being a judge. Like,
that's a no-go.
The Judiciary Committee just does stuff differently in Colombia, apparently. But not only were those photos out there, but she showed up visibly drunk. Like, let's be real here.
I'm surprised she only got 3 months. I said 30, but she only got 3 months suspension. What?
You know what?
Evict pull her license. What did they get? I don't know. Pull all that. Pull
'Cause,
her
you
from the
know,
bar.
They said there was lack of evidence, and it only leads me to believe that Stevie Wonder was a part of this judiciary committee, because there's no way she was on video like with the head bobbing. You see the way she was holding that cigarette. This is clearly a person who is drunk. You are a drunk person. It only leads me to believe, because we saw the sensual photos there. She must have sent like butt booty naked photos to the judiciary committee. That's the only way they can be like, we have no evidence. We see the video, but they're like, we have no evidence. So either she has mob ties, or those were some really good photos that she sent them. One of the two.
I don't know what voodoo she got going on. And also, we don't know the ins and outs of Colombia law. So maybe they allow up to a point certain things.
You know what? I've been to Mexico, and I know Mexico.
That's not
and
Mexico.
Colombia. Well, hear me out though. Hear me out.
Okay.
This is a Latin country, right? It's Latin America.
We not about to have Latinx people come after us. The comparison. Do you can't
hear me
compare?
out.
Okay.
Hear me out. Because you know how you're saying like maybe there's a limit to what they do. I'm just saying, look at like if you watch Telemundo or whatever, it's like some of the Latin countries. Look at how the newscasters look at how they dress. So maybe this falls in line with like what you were saying with the judge. I don't know. She said they were bullying her because of her sensual attire. So maybe they was like, "Hey, girl, put your titties in and get to judging."
God.
And
because that's what they do. Get the judge.
You doing more posing than not enough judging. Like,
oh God. I hope she finds her way. Let me just say that. How about that? I hope you find your way. That's what I'm gonna say.
But hopefully, also, I hope she finds her way. But I hope the dude that she was in on that trial, I hope he gets a new judge. Like, I would be like,
oh, he definitely got a new judge. Yeah,
this needs to be thrown out. Like, I don't care what he did.
Dismissed immediately. So I'm good here, right? We good? We good? Y'all taking me out, right?
I file a motion. I'm just saying, she was gone for like 2 hours. Like, come on, man. Like, first of all, that's a long ass case too.
Yeah.
And also, if I'm are like the opposing attorneys and are just none of y'all like judge y'all just talking for 2 hours straight? Like, no one is just like, we haven't heard a judge and there's been nothing. Okay.
Yeah. I have no words.
Yeah, I got nothing. Well, Colombia's different, but all right, hey.
We knew this though, but we knew Colombia was different.
Not that different, but all right. Hey, I mean, also, never mind. We'll save that for another day.
Oh,
never
God.
Mind.
Oh, God.
Never mind. We won't open that can of worms.
Please don't.
Boogie!
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
We have come to the end of another dope-ass episode.
Woo! Look at that. Look at that.
We decided to give y'all the No Sleep crew a little bit of extra time with us because, we ain't been on in a while. So gave y'all, an hour and 30 minutes of goodness. So, like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. We appreciate you. Again, we thank y'all for tuning in, especially after this break. We are back with y'all until we get closer to Christmas, and then we're going to take another break.
Yes, sir.
For the holidays. So, I ain't got nothing for y'all. Boogie, what you got for the people?
As always, go ahead and smash that bell notification so you can get notified when all of our content drops. Tell a friend to tell a friend that this is your favorite podcast. And let's keep growing.
Before we get up out of here, I just opened up this Trident, right? I'm thinking it's going to be a small piece. I'm like, oh, mega. Maybe it's like a mega pack. Maybe they're just going to give, like 20 pieces of gum in here. No, it's big ass pieces of Trident. I ain't never seen Trident this big, but like I said, I ain't got nothing else for y'all party people. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm your boy Nate Galloway.
I'm Adrian Brandy Bird.
And we about a year.